Yo, what's up, my niggas?
Alright, if you don't know tomorrow's teaching, consider yourself lucky, because this is some of the most unhinged on YouTube. It's honestly kind of insane that they keep getting away with it. It's also inescapable because every YouTuber and streamer is constantly reacting to it, but the most interesting thing that no one is talking about is that this channel isn't entirely satire, at least initially. But I feel like I should explain how a Tomorrow's teaching video goes. They're basically supposed to be like Dhar Mann videos or Generation Hope. Basically some kind of educational video where a lesson or moral is learned. They even copy some of the slogans they have, making the world a better place one video at a time. On top of that, they're supposed to be family friendly, and you'll quickly learn that's not true. Basically, each video starts with a teaser showing the craziest moment, and the characters are explained by the narrator. And these characters lack nuance, and either are comedically evil or overly nice, so that you have to sympathize with them. Then you get a variety of Tomorrow's teachings, favorite topics, including incest, racism, terrorism, all of the isms. And lastly, you get the most shocking twist at the end. Also, I forgot to mention, the narrator explains what happened previously, because these aren't just random videos. There's a Tomorrow's teaching cinematic universe. So there's some effort being put in. But as for my review, it's horrible. It's horrible in every single aspect. But I don't want to be too mean, because it's just a low budget YouTube video. But if you look at it, you might think, oh, there's a whole production company behind this. But apparently the crew is just two people, a cameraman and a director. That's it. It's really impressive that they've tricked so many people into thinking there's a major production behind this. We don't know much about the people behind this. So there's two people, Jason Garcia and Angel Gus. This could be Jason Garcia. Apparently, this guy is the founder and writer behind all of this. Also, it could be this guy, because in the show, he's this cool UFC fighter, Jason Garcia. Also, my source is Reddit, so I don't know how credible that could be. I also think the other guy is this guy, Angel Gus. He's basically 1000% confirmed. He claims it on his Instagram page, and there's a ton of behind the scenes photos. Pretty sure he's our GOAT, but aside from that, we don't know anything else about these people. I'm sure if they keep working with YouTubers, they'll be figured out eventually, just not today. The whole production is very hush-hush. Everything seems so secretive because in a behind-the-scenes video posted by Cannell Joseph, the cameraman did not want to be recorded. That is kind of ironic. And none of the actors know anything about the production. The cameraman also says that this is just one channel he works for. So I don't know what you want to do with that information. It seems like no one is proud about this production. Everyone's ashamed by it. I don't know. But what I do know is this shit is batshit insane. Let me break down one of their videos. It's titled, "White Kid Shamed for His Small Wiener. You Won't Believe It." We have our main character, Jacob. And Jacob is introduced as a white boy with a small wiener. Can't say it's clickbait. So his girlfriend leaves him because of his small size. Then when he gets to school, the basketball coach pulls a drizzy and says he clapped his girl's cheeks. Then the coach is a little curious and wants to see his meat. And a little weird kid takes a picture of his meat.
Hey dog, stop yapping and show us your meat or I'm gonna crash out.
Then Jacob decides to end it all, and when he's about to jump off the bridge, the coach apologizes, but his ex-girlfriend comes and makes fun of him, so the coach throws her off a bridge. Then, just to make it a little bit more crazy, the coach kisses Jacob. Yeah, that really comes out of nowhere. Then, in the second part, somehow Jacob falls off the bridge and damages his brain and becomes autistic. Then a fake tutor comes to Jacob's house and sexually assaults him. He did this because when his images leaked, he became infatuated. But Jacob does not like this, so Jacob bites his dick off. And the teacher retaliates, biting Jacob's dick off. Then his apparently Iranian mother blows up the tutor. That one really comes out of nowhere. But flash forward 3 months later, Jacob wakes up in a fake hospital, and it's revealed that he was in a coma for 3 months. Then, out of nowhere, the nurse tries to pleasure him, but screams when she sees his vagina. Then the doctor reveals that since his small wiener was bitten off, he had to get a vagina. Then at school, somehow Jacob has detention, and somehow the doctor shows up at school. The doctor tells Jacob he forgot to use his vagina cream. He does this in front of everyone, and then everyone finds out that he has a vagina. And the little weird nigga strikes again.
Hey dog, stop yapping and show us your coochie or I'm finna crash out.
Then later that day, the trans girl that was introduced in another video asked to hang out, and they hit it off. They end up being a perfect fit for one another. What I'm trying to say is they got freaky. And after all that, it ends on a cliffhanger because of an apparent complication in their pregnancy. So yeah, I wasn't kidding when I said this is the most unhinged shit ever made. And I'm also leaving out a ton of stuff because the Tomorrow's Teaching cinematic universe is much more insane. I didn't even mention Karen, the Mexican hunter. She's kind of like Thanos. Her actions are echoed in most of the videos. The reason they're in a fake hospital is because she killed so many Mexicans and there's not enough space. So yeah, it's clearly satire or comedy, I don't know. It's clearly not serious. However, if we go back to their first video, the tone is completely different. It's not satire. It's a genuine attempt at teaching us a lesson, and it's actually family friendly. Their first video was titled, "Soccer Boys Bully Gay Player. What Happens Next Will Shock You." It starts off like most of their videos, but on a side note, that there's no color grade. The video is very gray. I don't like looking at this. And the editing is a lot worse than normal. But anyways, we're introduced to Cameron, the gay kid. And he wants to play with the other boys, and they don't want to play soccer with him because he's gay. There's very little nuance here. So he goes home, and his friend Beck reveals that he actually played overseas and won over 20 tournaments. And she says he should bet on himself to prove himself to the other boys. And they take the challenge, and Cameron beats them in a 2v1 soccer match. And they become friends and live happily ever after. Now there's clearly a difference. This one actually has a message. While flawed, you can tell they're trying. If you look through their videos, you'll realize the more wild the video was, the more views it got. So they were incentivized to make the craziest shit possible, especially the ones with children. They always did good. However, doing what's incentivized isn't always the best option because their old upload schedule was Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You know, uploading a lot, which is good for YouTube. But the opposite happened for them. They're much more popular, taking their time to create the most insane shit possible. Their new one is to upload every other Friday, uploading way less content. And I feel like in order to meet their old schedule, they made a program where anyone could submit their short films. So we got family leaves son in America. He turns to drug and alcohol to cure his depression. And honestly, it's one of their better videos. There's actually a color grade here. It's not a good color grade, but at least there's something. And the acting is actually decent from the one Indian dude. Everyone else kind of sucked. But you can tell he's trying his best. But yeah, that's it. Everything else is bad. I mean, you can actually tell that the story is heartfelt, very sincere, and like all that's cool and all, but that's one of the worst performing videos on the channel. Maybe because it wasn't crazy enough, maybe it wasn't exciting enough, who knows? They immediately canceled this program. But the question is, how crazy is too crazy? I think it shouldn't be up to one entity to decide how far a video's allowed to go. It should be up to the community as a collective. And what does the community think? I don't know. It's hard to tell because there's a lot of opinions. So comment down below what you think. But if you asked my opinion, I'd change the question. I'd ask, how much cinematic value does this bring? The answer is none. But I can say that it's pretty unique and genuinely makes me laugh. And I'm being very vague with what cinematic value means on purpose because I'm genuinely unsure if this channel should exist. Mainly because I could see both sides of the argument. It genuinely is unhinged and very racist. At the same time, it's genuinely hilarious. I mean, if you just read the titles, you'll realize just how insane this shit is. Hot mom takes autistic son's dick pic. Creepy uncle visits niece. Evil mom poisons daughter. Those poisons video, there's so many of them. It's kind of insane. Hot sister catches brother edging. Now, why does hot have to be in there? It's literally porn titles. Not that I would know anything about that. This is a wholesome channel. And the craziest one of all of them, hot girlfriend sleeps with boyfriend's dad. That one has like M. Night Shyamalan levels of twists. It's genuinely absurd, and they say some pretty outlandish things, but it does make me worry though if cinematic narrative driven content could ever return to YouTube, because there was an era where cinematic content on YouTube flourished. Because I remember back in my day, we had channels like Rocket Jump, Corridor Digital, and Raka Raka. They used to make really high quality short films right here on YouTube. But they stopped posting on YouTube to make TV shows and really good movies. And because of this video, I decided to look back, and some of their videos are a lot more wild than I remember. It's definitely nowhere near Tomorrow's teachings, but I guess back in the day, we had a lot of violence. Now we get incest storylines. Now that might sound insane, trying to defend these people, but like, it genuinely is very unique. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be the judge. Maybe I shouldn't be the judge. Maybe I'm too kind. I feel like I always have a negative attitude towards things. So I've been trying to be more positive and not be a big meanie. They have a full feature-length film coming up, Karen the Mexican Hunter Part 3. They're very invested in this for some reason. In my opinion, this is their last chance to redeem themselves. If that's good, you know, the future of YouTube filmmaking isn't as bad as I think, but I think it's easy to have a negative opinion towards everything. However, if we look into the present, there's channels like Almost Friday TV, which put out incredible content all the time, really great content, really high quality. I guess what I'm saying is you could easily pick apart Tomorrow's teachings, videos all apart, but you'll never know what could be accomplished if you take that chance away from a creative. I don't know. I was trying to have like a little teaching moment right at the end. Bullying bad, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'm a hypocrite. I'm complaining they're not teaching shit when I'm not teaching shit either. The end, nigga. Well, as I was done recording this video, I found out just how crazy was too crazy, because their video titled Beta Watches His Girl Sleep with a Sigma got taken down. At first, it was just age restricted, but now it's fully taken down. And the scene that was probably too far was as the beta is working out, the weight falls on him and he needs to call for the Sigma to help him. And as that's happening, the Sigma's meat pops out. In the original upload, they didn't censor it that much. And yeah, that video's gone. Can't show a Sigma's meat. Also, since I'm talking about it, this video was so ass. In a weird way, it kind of promoted getting cucked. Cause like, it's trying to show like not to get cucked, but like after he does get cucked, then his life becomes better. I don't know, bro. Please ban these niggas, bro. I'm disgusted. I don't know why I was trying to defend these people. They're sick. They try to make 2 back-to-back cuck videos because their new video is called Husband Shares Wife with Black Guy. This is so bad. It's not even connected to the cinematic universe. The Reddit is disappointed in this. This is garbage. They're trying to start beefs with YouTubers. No one's gonna respond. This is like the 4th time and no one cares. Please ban these niggas. I don't know why I was so positive. I sound so positive in this video. What's wrong with me, bro? I'm a hater. Kendrick did not teach me to do all this. But yeah, I don't know how to end videos. I'm just yapping at this point. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. You could like the video if you want.